Hi, welcome back to Common Sense Living Podcast. I'm so thrilled to have you join me again on this exciting journey. My engaging common sense episodes, thought-provoking conversations, and inspiring stories I know you're going to love. As a health professional, my focus will be on health the way I was taught. Sit back, grab your pen and paper, get ready to dive into another season of discovery and enlightenment. I'm your host, LeMaster. Let's get started. But first, let's give credit to my advertisers, Avini Health. To find out more about it and perhaps to order, go to www.avinehalther8084. So that's www.avinihealth.com/LeMaster8084. And also Taming Diabetes, as you can see, differently is a 60-day course or monthly coaching calls. And you can find out more information about it at tamingdiabetes@yahoo.com. That's TAMINGDIABETES@yahoo.com. So with that, let's get started. Spring, it happens every year. And with it comes thoughts of detoxifying one's body, at least for some of us who believe in revitalizing from within. A lovely Jamaican woman once said in her lilting accent, as my mother would say, it's time to wash our bodies on the inside. I couldn't agree more. But why wait for spring? Here are some suggestions for another way to look at the detox idea, which I highly recommend from a nutritional and very practical point of view. This involves what's called mindful living, mindful lifestyle. Mindful living can be defined as living with awareness in the present moment, taking care of your actions, words, feelings, having full control over your thoughts, feelings, and actions. As a certified health coach, what that means is we pay attention in an ongoing way to our everyday routines, specifically to the food we choose to munch on on daily, weekly basis. It also may involve supplements and, without a doubt, spending time with Mother Nature, our spiritual practices, and integrating gratitude into our lives every day. As it is a holistic attitude for living mindfully or living your best life possible every day. Personally, I think it's a great way to ensure having a pretty darn good life. Living with good food, contentment, satisfaction, and aging without regret. A mindful lifestyle is concerned with habits or establishing a mindset and routines that work for you. For example, a study published in the Lancet Psychiatry found that people who favor an active daytime routine have healthier sleeping cycles. These consequently are associated with better mental health and minimize the risk of developing emotional difficulties. I believe it most definitely involves your choices of food and drink as well, both of which affect mental and emotional health and sleep, and can help keep your body mostly free from the gunk, or ama, as Dr. Deepak Chopra calls the stuck stuff that he recommends be cleared out with a quarterly or yearly detox regimen. I'll list a few of those foods and the reasons for choosing them for you as we proceed. But first, when to eat, as in when you are hungry, not particularly according to a clock, is important. I think routines are good for babies and children too. They actually help children feel safer as they know what to expect. When we eat, it can also help control our appetites and how our bodies digest food. For example, intermittent fasting, which includes waiting to eat again at least 12 to 18 hours between evening meal and breakfast the next day, has been shown to help with weight control. It's part of mindful eating. However, our on-the-go lives, especially as we age, are more complicated with work, family, recreation, exercise, social lives, and everything else in which we love to do and or have to participate. Excuse me. Which brings me to another mindful factor to consider: awareness of what real hunger is. Why our bodies may or may not say, feed me, at certain times of the day or night. This is a biggie when so many of us sometimes literally run on empty from morning until we collapse on the sofa at night. True hunger may be annoyingly announced by your body's feelings of when to eat. If you haven't eaten breakfast or lunch and it's 4 or 5 p.m. later that afternoon, you probably are experiencing real hunger. It's a natural response to your stomach and intestines being empty and your body asking for food. You've been active, working, or busy and somehow forgot to eat, and you feel and hear hunger pangs, even growling, sometimes called hunger pains. There's sensation of gnawing or discomfort in your stomach or abdomen. They're caused by contractions in the muscles of your stomach and intestines due to the release of the hormone ghrelin, called the hunger hormone, when your stomach is empty. I always say, they went a couple of calories, maybe even a couple of pounds. For your mindful lifestyle, perhaps it may be good to establish certain times to eat meals, especially when a job or obligation gives us certain parameters in which to break bread, and with children and families who want to eat at least some of their daily meals together. Here's one way to help natural digestive and detoxification processes in your everyday life. Several clients have complained of tummy aches after eating fruit for dessert, especially after a heavy meal comparable to the usual Thanksgiving fare of meat, potatoes, maybe green vegetables, maybe a salad, then all the sweets besides the yams with the marshmallows on top, and then the pies or even fresh fruit for dessert. Ouch. There went the mindfulness for that holiday. One mindful hint is to eat fruit first. Whether it's fruit or fruit cocktail, eat it first. The reason? Fruit digests faster than all the other goodies and will often have a tough time getting through the stomach and digestive passages before it starts to ferment, producing gas and indigestion. Either leave time and space between courses, or you may choose mindfully not to enjoy all of those goodies until you're home the next day when you can enjoy your leftovers. And then there's detox eating. As promised, here are several good ideas from a medical doctor and myself when it comes to daily dose of detox eating and helping your body cleanse at the same time. One of the keys to this method is keeping our liver clean and clear with certain foods so it can do its essential job of filtering and providing your body with the proper digestive enzymes and digestive juices. Some of these may even surprise you. Coffee. Yep. Some studies have shown that coffee can protect the liver as it may lower the risk of cirrhosis and liver cancer. Please, please, please make it be organic coffee, because if it's not organic, it's got toxins and mold in it. So tea, green tea, has been shown to have liver benefits as it reduces liver enzymes in people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, that NAFLD, NAFLD, and may lower the risk of liver cancer. Grapefruit, it's rich in antioxidants like vitamin C and naturally buffers the liver. It may even help with protecting you by helping prevent insulin resistance, which can lead to diabetes. Cruciferous vegetables such as Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbages are excellent sources of glutathione, often called the mother of all antioxidants, and it's one of the main detoxifiers in our body. It helps boost your immune system and seems to help recycle some of the other antioxidants in the body. Leafy green veggies, spinach, kale, arugula, and dandelion greens, etc. These are high in chlorophyll, which I like to call plant blood. Its job is to help remove toxins from our blood system. I had sourdough bread this morning with 2 fried organic eggs, fried in organic butter, and I had minced garlic on top, and then I put a couple of dandelion leaves on there. So it was very tasty. I really enjoy that for a meal. So fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines contain omega-3 fatty acids, which promote liver, brain, and heart health and help reduce inflammation, a cause of many chronic diseases. Are you getting the perpetual natural detox way of eating yet? It's really chock full of enough yummy food choices that we can all find some to mindfully consume on a daily or weekly basis to help keep our bodies in good health. A few more include nuts, especially almond and walnuts, which also give us naturally good fats, which are essential for digesting vitamins A, E, D, and K, and that's another article. Garlic and onions both contain sulfur compounds that help with liver detoxification. And healthful oils. Yes, there are oils like extra virgin olive oil for cooking, which supports liver function and overall health. Coconut oil may help in reducing cholesterol and stress. But the processed oils like canola, that's rapeseed. Those are toxic. Don't use those. Spices like turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon, and more provide us with flavorful anti-inflammatory properties that benefit the liver and overall body health. And cilantro is a favorite herb used in Mexican and Middle Eastern dishes, which helps with regulating blood sugar and heavy metals. I hope you've gotten some good ideas and suggestions for truly helping your body to detox on a daily basis, and will begin to be mindful of your food choices. For me, it has become a way of life, and we use many of these foods, herbs, and spices every week, if not on a daily basis. It's fun to create dishes and meals using ginger and cinnamon and other rich tasting spices and herbs with salads, soups, meats, and all manner of veggies to spice up one's life. Get creative and help yourself to live a richer, tastier, healthier, and happier life. It's as simple as it sounds to adopt and not to feel intimidated by the idea of cleansing your system as a drastic period of deprivation to be avoided. It's all in a day's way of mindfully taking care of the brain, soul, and that body which houses your beautiful self. Treat it well, and the rewards you reap will astound you. And then we have, let's see, another article. Did you know that up to 30% of the Western world's adult population suffers from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? As if that's not terrifying enough, it turns out it's becoming the most common liver disease in the world and is considered a major cause of liver disease-related illnesses and premature deaths. Talk about sobering realization. Our livers play a critical role in the detoxification of our bodies, breaks down nutrients, and metabolizes medications, among other things. It's one of the most important organs in our bodies, and without it functioning at optimum capacity due to NAFLD, we can suffer a lot of health problems, including, it turns out, diseases that we should be easily protected against. Below, we're going to look at how non-alcoholic fatty liver disease can lead to immune-related problems, showing just how important it is for you to take care of your liver before small problems become widespread. What is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? It's a condition or range of conditions characterized by a buildup of fat stored in the liver. It's called non-alcoholic because it's specifically common to those who consume little or no alcohol. Fatty liver disease or hepatic steatosis is the name for alcohol-induced buildup of fats. Though NAFLD usually presents no symptoms, save for minor fatigue or pain, discomfort in the upper right abdomen, it can lead just under the rib cage. It can lead to the development of non-alcoholic hepatitis, steatosis, hepatis, NASH, N-A-S-H. A more aggressive form of the disease marked by inflammation, liver scarring, and ultimately liver failure. Symptoms of NASH include enlargement of the blood vessels beneath the surface of your skin, swelling in your abdomen, red palms, jaundice, which is yellowing of your eyes and skin, enlargement of your spleen. It's not exactly clear what causes non-fatty alcoholic liver disease, unlike its counterpart, which is as clear origin in heavy alcohol consumption. It's believed that obesity, high blood triglyceride levels, sleep apnea, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, high blood sugar, PCOS, hypopituitarism, hypothyroidism, and insulin resistance can all contribute to and increase your risk of developing NAFLD. Essentially, anything that elevates the levels of fat in your bloodstream may contribute to NAFLD. After all, those fats in your bloodstream have to go somewhere, and they often end up stored in the liver. Over time, this can cause inflammation, decrease liver function, and even cause scarring, commonly called cirrhosis of the liver. Older people, diabetics, and those with high body fat, particularly concentrated in their abdomen, are most likely to develop NAFLD and ultimately NASH. NAFLD and your immune health. Scientists found some interesting links between NAFLD and your immune system. For example, in one 2018 paper, researchers found that presence of excess fat in the liver in U.S. images in patients with NAFLD correlates positively with the values of white blood cells. Essentially, those with buildups of fat in their livers had significantly lower white blood cell count. Given that white blood cells are our body's primary defense against disease and infection, you can see why that's such a serious problem. But according to another paper from 2021, the problem can be even more serious than we realize. As the paper stated, the liver, in addition to being a vital metabolic organ, also plays a significant role in the human immune system. Liver macrophages, which are called Kupfer cells, and that's spelled Kupffer for any of you health nuts out there. And lymphocytes constitute about 20% of total liver cells, and they are the first immune cells to process various antigens and pathogens from the gastrointestinal tract. Read that again. The first immune cells to process various antigens and pathogens from the gastrointestinal tract. What that means is that before the food even hits our bloodstream, our liver is processing it and protecting our bodies. Basically, those liver cells act before the white blood cells can kick in and take control of any pathogens and antigens, which means that if the liver is functioning at less than optimal capacity because of NAFLD, our bodies are more vulnerable to invaders, equaling disease. But it gets worse. In that same paper, it was explained that NAFLD developing to NASH can cause abnormal activation of the innate immune system that in turn leads to persistent low-grade inflammation, which leads to tissue injury and fibrosis and has an important role in carcinogenesis. That's right, carcinogenesis, as in the formation of cancer, all because of the impact the buildup of fats in your liver can have on your body. There's good news, though. Reducing your risk of NAFLD requires a few simple changes to your lifestyle, but it is largely a disease that can be managed, avoided, and even eliminated. All you have to do is exercise regularly. Shoot for at least 5 to 6 days a week. Even just moderate and light exercise is enough to clean up the buildup of fats. Eat a healthy diet. Limit your intake of fats and cholesterol-rising foods. Switch to a plant-heavy diet that consists mainly of whole grains, fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, and healthy plant-based fats. And maintain a healthy weight or lose weight. Get help from a nutritionist, dietitian, or fitness coach to help you get your body fat percentage back into a healthy or normal range and lose the excess abdominal fat that is increasing your risk of NAFLD. And make sure your food's organic, otherwise you're just filling yourself up with toxins and making the manufacturer money. It's also worth taking a look into supplements if you already have problems with fatty liver or have already been exposed to many toxins and your toxic buildup is quite high. Going the extra mile and choosing a quality formula can make a difference in supporting your liver's natural detoxification pathways. There are many products available, but it's essential to carefully consider all options and make the right decision on the best supplement. A good supplement should support not only liver function, but also other vital processes such as maintaining healthy insulin levels, having anti-inflammatory properties, and even flushing out heavy metals from the system. For best results, it's recommended picking a product with all natural ingredients, herbs, and extracts. Finding such a formula can be challenging. Here's where I'm going to put in a plug for Avini Health. I was introduced to it close to 2 months ago now, and I thought about it because I'm a health nut, and it just resonated with me. I know even me, who eats healthy most of the time, has toxins. I worked in a factory for 30 plus years. That's another article I'm working on. I'm sure I have toxic chemicals throughout my body. Where all they come from, I'll be touching on some of that in a bit. Anyway, cell detoxer, and because you got to detox your body. And if I'm going to do it on a daily basis, okay, so the maintenance dose is 10 drops in water first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to bed at night. And I found I feel like I have less issues with eating my food. My stomach isn't as upset. And I was really impressed. My sugar, my A1C was 5.9. No, it was a 6. It was a 6.0. And 11 days later, it was down to 5.6. And I just took it again today, 2 weeks after I did the last one, and it's 5.5. And I'm taking the Cell Defender every day. And once again, you can get it at www.avini, A-V-I-N-I, health, HDALTH.com/LeMaster 8084. So anyway, that's my plug for them. Yes, I will get a portion of, if you order, I'd get a cut of it. But hey, you don't pay for the podcast, so what's the difference? So anyhow, 11 strange signs that your liver is in trouble. Today's blog is republished for my friends at the Alternative Daily, a leading publisher of daily alternative health tips. It's by P.J. Amirta, thealternativedaily.com. The liver is essential for detoxifying the body, metabolizing drugs, absorbing nutrients, and much, much more. If we leave this vital organ unchecked, it could eventually lead to total failure. Here are 11 signs it could spell trouble for your liver, especially if left unchecked. See if any of them fit you. Jaundice, a condition known that occurs when waste builds up in our bodies and bile pigment flows into our bloodstream. This is more of a problem with infants, but it can also occur in adults. This should be taken as a serious warning that something is up with your liver. Bloated ankles. When there's a problem with the liver, heart, or kidney, gravity causes fluid to build up in the lower extremities of the body, like the feet. Appetite changes. Although appetite changes can stem from a number of underlying reasons, it can also be from your liver. If your liver is struggling, you'll lose your appetite. Or if you're eating a normal amount, but your weight is noticeably decreasing, you should still consult with a physician. Diarrhea is a very common issue related to liver problems. Realistically, whenever you have loose bowel movements, they should not be ignored. Strange bruises. Proteins needed for blood clots are produced in the liver. So when the liver is in trouble, protein levels decrease, making bruising and bleeding more frequent. If you feel drained every day at an abnormal rate, you could be dealing with liver problems. As waste builds up in the liver, it leads to lower oxygen levels, leaving us feeling tired all the time, intense exhaustion. And then dark urine is one great way to check liver health is by looking at your urine before flushing it. If it's dark and stools are lighter than normal, you should seek medical attention. Dark urine may exist for a variety of reasons, but liver damage could potentially be one. Right shoulder pain. As you might not be expecting, pain in your right shoulder can be from liver problems. This is usually the case when cancer is in the liver and a tumor is growing. When the tumor increases in mass, it creates immense pressure on surrounding nerves. If the pain is related to your liver, you might also get hiccups easily by putting pressure on your stomach. And belly pain, if the pain stems from only your right ribs, you should consider a consultation with your doctor. This pain could be coming from your liver. Throwing up regularly. It becomes far more difficult for our bodies to process foods and liquids when our livers fail. This will create unbelievable stress for our digestive systems. Along with the pain, it will make your stomach feel sick and swollen. Eventually, you will be throwing up on a daily basis. Maybe that's what's wrong with my cat, from all the toxic junk food that's in cat food. Changing personality. When our livers fail, more toxins build up in our bloodstream, thus flowing to our brain. This makes it very difficult to concentrate. We have issues remembering things. There could also be rapid changes in sleeping habits. Could your doctor be missing these warning signs of a lurking health nightmare? If you struggle with fatigue, belly fat, or brain fog, and he hasn't been able to help you, the answer could be yes. Are you or someone you know dealing with blood sugar issues like diabetes? You can lower, even reverse these issues. I lowered my A1C from 5.9 to 4.9 in just 6 weeks. My doctor was impressed. I'm a nurse, certified health coach, and educator. Gift yourself or another with this course, Taming Diabetes Differently. Change your life and theirs. Contact LeMaster at tamingdiabetes@yahoo.com or call 972-948-9976 and be sure to leave a message. Okay, so what your doctor didn't tell you about fatty liver disease. This is a relatively current article. As an advocate of liver health, I have long stressed its vital role from turning food into energy to controlling hormonal balance and supporting healthy digestion. Yet people leave doctors' offices unaware they could be among the 80 to 100 million Americans affected by non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. This condition spans a spectrum of liver issues caused by excessive fat accumulation and affects an estimated 75% of overweight individuals and 90% of those severely obese. Children are not spared, with NAFLD being the leading form of liver disease among American youth, a statistic driven by the escalating rates of childhood obesity. Sadly, NAFLD's severe progression, non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, NASH, is on track to become the primary reason for liver transplants by 2025. That's a year. This is 2024. By next year, on track to become the primary reason for liver transplants. NAFLD can also go undetected during routine medical checkups until it has done significant damage, with symptoms only becoming evident once more serious conditions arise from its gradual progress. Early identification and management is key, as many essential aspects of liver wellness can go neglected during exams. I offer a few tips essential for optimal liver wellness that require your immediate consideration, and don't wait until it's too late. You have the power to take preventative steps now. Hidden sugars in diet. It's shocking how many are unaware of the role hidden sugars play in increasing liver fat. These sugars, fake ones as well, often masked and added to low-fat products, can significantly boost liver fat and worsen NAFLD. Unfortunately, excuse me, unfortunately, the nuances of these hidden dangers are seldom discussed in medical settings. Learn to identify and eliminate hidden sugars from your diet. Also, maintaining a healthy weight is a critical step in protecting your liver from the onslaught of hidden sugars. We have silent inflammation. It's chronic low-level inflammation, and it's a stealthy enemy, quietly damaging liver cells and promoting fat accumulation. This kind of inflammation rarely shows overt symptoms, making it a silent contributor to NAFLD. The significance of insufficient bile production and fat digestion and toxic elimination cannot be overstated, yet its role is often underestimated in discussions about liver health. If you don't have a gallbladder, this is especially important to address. So what can you do? Eating an anti-inflammatory diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids is essential to combat the silent threat. To enhance bile production and support your liver's detox processes, implement strategies like doing simple things to naturally stimulate bile production, such as eating bitter greens, like dandelions on your fried egg sandwich, to maintain a healthy bile flow. An iron overload, elevated ferritin levels can harm the liver, leading to severe conditions like fibrosis, cirrhosis, and liver cancer. Yet, routine checks often overlook this risk. Regular monitoring of your iron levels is crucial. Request a ferritin test to assess your stored iron levels. Aim to maintain ferritin levels with an optimal range of 50 to 70 nanograms per milliliter. Also, don't add any more iron to your diet. Avoid cooking in cast iron. Take only iron-free supplements. Daily exposure to environmental toxins can significantly burden your liver, impairing its function. Unfortunately, the impact of these toxins is rarely addressed in depth during medical consultations. So what to do? Educate yourself about these toxins and minimize exposure. Opt for organic foods, use water filters to reduce contaminants, use alcohol in moderation, and choose natural cleaning and personal care products to reduce indoor pollutants. By confronting these often neglected aspects, you can assert control over your liver health, going beyond the basic advice typically provided in medical settings. Empowering yourself with this knowledge and making these changes can significantly improve your liver function and overall well-being. Especially if you don't eat the healthiest, you may benefit from Cell Defender to detox the toxins out of you. Log into the following link to purchase. That's www.avinealth.com/LeMaster8084. I eat healthy most of the time, and personally, I won't be without Cell Defender. So here's to your health. The liver is one of the largest and most important organs in the body. It's referred to as the gatekeeper of the body because it absorbs and filters everything we eat or drink. The liver's filtration process retains the nutrients that the body needs and disposes of the wastes, toxins, and excess substances that the body does not need or could harm the body. In addition to being the primary organ of detox, the liver performs many other functions, including metabolizing fats, carbs, and proteins, balancing hormones, and aiding digestion. Because of the increasing presence of toxins in our environment, it is important now more than ever to support this vital organ. This article will discuss the reasons of a healthy liver is vital for overall good health, the best foods for keeping the liver healthy, and foods and substances you should avoid for a healthy liver. Why is the liver so important? The liver is a crucial organ for a number of different functions, including detox, blood sugar stability, the formation of ketones, and helping to regulate proper hormone levels. In particular, a sluggish liver is one of the biggest reasons why people have thyroid hormone issues, as inactive T4 is converted to the active thyroid hormone T3 in the liver. Many people think we store toxins in the liver, but that is not technically true. We actually deactivate and convert toxins into a form we can excrete in our urine, sweat, breath, and feces through the liver. The only time we store toxins around the liver is in a pathological condition called fatty liver, where we accumulate fat around the liver, and that fat is a storage for toxins. In general, we do not store toxins in our liver, though. The liver performs many critical functions in our bodies. One of its most important functions is filtering and detoxifying natural and environmental toxins and pathogenic organisms from the body. It also recognizes toxic substances and converts the toxins into benign substances that can be released and removed by the kidneys or gallbladder. Boy, excuse me. Digestion and nutrient regulation. The liver is also a digestive organ. It plays a central role in all metabolic processes in the body, helping metabolize fats, proteins, and carbs. It converts the nutrients in our diets into essential blood components, stores the vitamins and minerals, and releases them into the blood when needed. Many aspects of fat metabolism are carried out predominantly by the liver. Its job is to help oxidize triglycerides to produce energy. It also produces bile, which is essential for digesting and absorbing fats in our diet. Bile is secreted by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Bile aids in the elimination of fat-soluble toxins and excess substances, such as hormones, from our bodies. Blood sugar balance and liver health. The liver plays an important role in metabolizing carbohydrates by ensuring that blood sugar levels remain constant. If blood sugar levels increase, it removes the sugar from the blood and stores it as glycogen in a process called glycogenesis. When blood concentrations of sugar are low, it breaks down glycogen and releases the sugar into the blood for transport to the tissue. The liver helps metabolize proteins by converting amino acids in foods so that they can be used to produce energy. This process produces ammonia, which is very toxic. The liver rapidly and efficiently removes ammonia from the body by converting it to a less toxic substance called urea. The liver also is where we take triglycerides and form them into ketones to use as energy source for the body. If the liver is struggling, we may have a reduced ability to form ketones and struggle on a ketogenic diet. The liver also plays a vital role in the body's use of hormones. It regulates hormones and directs various hormones to perform their proper function in the body. In fact, one of the most common hormone imbalances in our society is estrogen dominance. This affects men and women alike and can cause a wide range of health problems. Estrogen dominance is most commonly due to environmental exposure to estrogen-like compounds called xenoestrogens. That's X-E-N-O estrogens. These get in the body and mimic the effects of estrogen, causing things like weight gain, mood disorders, and increased risk of estrogen-linked cancers. The liver also aids the immune system in fighting infections and removing microorganisms from the blood. Eating a high-quality diet is essential for liver health. Two things a liver-supporting diet must take into account are low exposure to toxins and the actual nutrients the liver needs to carry out detox processes. Foods rich in B vitamins, vitamin C, and trace minerals are some of the best foods to support the liver's functions. Glutathione-boosting foods are also extremely important. The following foods are rich in these liver-supporting vitamins and minerals. Eating liver from organic pasture-raised animals or wild-caught fish provides powerful nutritional support. This includes liver from grass-fed cow, wild-caught fish, wild game, or pasture-raised chicken. Liver is an extremely concentrated source of nutrition and contains specific bioavailable forms of nutrient complexes that are challenging to find elsewhere. It is a powerful source of preformed vitamin A, retinol, bioavailable folate, iron, choline, vitamin B12, and trace elements. One of the most common misconceptions is that the liver is where we store toxins, so it would be bad to eat. This is not true. The liver deactivates and converts toxins, but our fat cells are where we store toxins. Let me repeat that. The liver is where we deactivate and convert toxins, and our fat cells are where we store the toxins. I would recommend getting liver from organic or grass-fed animals, however, as it will have significantly more nutrients and less toxins. Eating or supplementing with pasture-raised liver, it's an excellent source of protein and boosts glutathione production. Glutathione is referred to as a master antioxidant because it regulates all other antioxidants and primary anti-inflammatory processes in the body. Glutathione is also one of the body's most important detoxification agents, which assists in the liver detoxification processes. Many people do not like the taste of this sharp flavored food. Beef liver has a very strong taste, while that of chicken is generally considered to be much milder. There are also excellent options provided by companies like U.S. Wellness Meats that combine organs with ground beef in a sausage form called Braunschweiger. You can also turn liver into an excellent dish called a pâté that involves all kinds of herbs, spices, and unique flavors. I already know that most people will not introduce liver into their diet on a regular basis because most people just don't like the flavor. Cruciferous vegetables are great for liver health. They are full of phytonutrients, carotenoids, and flavonoids that help neutralize toxins. Cruciferous vegetables include Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and mustard greens. They have a characteristic bitter taste and pungent aroma. Oh, and don't forget my trusty dandelions. Cruciferous vegetables also contain sulfur-containing compounds that are broken down into metabolites that trigger specific enzymatic reactions that help detoxify carcinogens and heavy metals from the blood. They also aid in digestion. Broccoli is a powerhouse cruciferous vegetable that is a good source of vitamin E. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin and important antioxidant for the liver. Studies have shown that consuming broccoli lessens the development of fatty liver disease and can protect against development of liver cancer. For magnified benefits, broccoli or kale sprouts are some of the most concentrated sources you can consume. It's important to combine cruciferous vegetables with healthy fats for better absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins. Cruciferous veggies are delicious roasted or sauteed in coconut or avocado or organic butter, or steamed and topped with grass-fed butter or extra virgin olive oil. And beets are root vegetables that are high in antioxidants and nutrients such as folate, pectin, and betaine. Beets naturally help to cleanse the blood. They improve enzymatic activity and stimulate bile flow, which breaks down toxic wastes to help excrete them from the body faster. The pectin found in beets is a soluble form of fiber that has cleansing properties. The fiber and nutrients in beets help the body flush toxins that are often stored in the liver or that have been excreted into the digestive tract through the bile. Beets can be juiced, added to shakes, spiralized for a pasta substitute, or roasted. Roasted beets are delicious over salads combined with other root vegetables or served with sauteed greens. Pasture-raised organic eggs are an excellent source of nutrients that support the liver. They contain sulfur compounds, methylation elements, and glutathione precursors. Eggs have the full array of amino acids and are considered a perfect protein. That includes the yolk, all you anti-yolk eaters. I'd like to know how the chicken is born if there's no yolk in the egg. Consider that. There's a benefit to the egg yolk. Eggs also contain carotenoid antioxidants such as vitamin A and E, as well as lutein and zeaxanthin. They are also a rich source of vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and healthy saturated fat that makes for strong and vibrant cell membranes. Eggs are delicious sunny side up, which preserves the nutrients in the yolk, or in omelets with your favorite non-starchy vegetables and grass-fed cheese. But you buy an egg from the store and it's not organic, and you buy one that is organic, and it's totally different. The eggshell on the inorganic one is really soft, and the yolk is very pale, and they don't even taste good. An organic egg, oh, you have to smack that egg against the skillet, and it's an orange. You want as orange a yolk as you can get, a deep yellow orange. I was raised on organic eggs. Lemons and limes contain citric acid, potassium, vitamin C, and bioflavonoids. These nutrients help improve energy levels, alkalize the body, enhance liver detoxification, and reduce inflammation. Because lemons and limes have a thick peel, it isn't necessary to buy organic unless you are going to consume the peel, as in juicing them. A great way to use lemons and limes to help with process is to squeeze a quarter to a half of one in water each morning, either with apple cider vinegar or just separate. Grapefruit is another citrus fruit for these benefits. Grapefruit has high levels of vitamin C, folic acid, phenolic acid, potassium, calcium, iron, and antioxidants. The flavonoid with the greatest concentration in grapefruit is naringin, which is metabolized into naringin. Boy, I love these words. Studies have found that these antioxidants help protect the liver from injury. Dark leafy green vegetables are packed with an array of nutrients, including trace minerals. Some of the most nutrient-dense leafy greens are spinach, kale, chard, arugula, Swiss chard, collards, and bok choy. These are excellent sources of potassium, manganese, and magnesium. Leafy greens also contain chlorophyll, which helps to purify the blood. Chlorophyll assists the liver by neutralizing heavy metals, toxic chemicals, and pesticides, which can all burden the liver when nutrients like chlorophyll are not present in the diet. There are a variety of ways to prepare leafy greens, from sauteing to salad. You can also consume a high-quality greens powder for a convenient option to absorb the nutrients in leafy greens. Eating garlic regularly can help maintain the health of the liver. Garlic is rich in allicin, vitamin C, vitamin B6, and selenium, which all play a role in detoxification. These nutrients cleanse and nourish the entire body, especially the blood. Garlic also activates enzymes in the liver, which help with overall digestion and toxin removal. Allicin is a sulfur compound that has antioxidant, antibiotic, and antifungal properties. Selenium is a naturally detoxifying mineral, which helps alleviate the burden on the liver by increasing the action of antioxidants. You can incorporate garlic into almost any dish, from soups and stews to roasted meats and vegetables. Use whole garlic cloves rather than processed minced garlic or garlic powder. To maximize allicin content, you will want to crush or chop your garlic and let it sit for 5 to 15 minutes before consuming it raw. Cooking will drastically diminish the benefits of the allicin. Next, we have berries, such as blueberries and cranberries, and they're packed with powerful nutrients. Berries contain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidant phytonutrients called anthocyanins, which give berries their distinctive colors. Anthocyanins have demonstrated antioxidant, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-inflammatory biological activity. Along with many other health benefits, berries can protect the liver from damage. Several studies have demonstrated that whole cranberries and blueberries, as well as their extracts or juices, can help keep the liver healthy. Berries increase immune cell response, lowers inflammation, and reduce the level of enzymes released from liver cells when they are damaged. The antioxidants found in berries can also slow the development of lesions, fibrosis, and scar tissue in the liver. Berries are delicious added to shakes or as a healthy snack or dessert. You can use fresh or frozen berries. Just be sure to buy organic berries due to high pesticide levels in conventionally grown berries. And if it's not sprayed on the berry, it's incorporated into the earth. The earth is toxic. Herbs such as milk thistle, ginger, dandelion root, cilantro, garlic, and turmeric are powerful for detoxification. Turmeric has been shown to improve liver function, having both protective and regenerative properties. Turmeric may help reduce free radical damage as well. It also supports bile production to help digest fats and excrete fat solutions, or fat-soluble toxins. Milk thistle is one of the most well-researched plants to support the liver detoxification process and overall health. Milk thistle contains a flavonoid complex, which is important for protecting cells against free radical damage and inflammation. Its active compounds help to repair cells within the liver while promoting regeneration of injured tissue. Milk thistle can also boost glutathione levels to aid in safe detoxification. And then here's one of my favorites. Avocados are superfoods for the liver for several reasons. Avocados are actually a great source of dietary glutathione. Glutathione is needed to filter out harmful substances and protect liver cells from damage. Consuming avocados with vitamin C-rich limes or lemons can increase absorption of glutathione. Avocados are rich sources of other antioxidants, including vitamin C and vitamin E, which help neutralize free radicals. Neutralizing or deactivating harmful free radicals is instrumental in protecting liver cells from damage. Avocados also contain minerals and phytochemicals such as carotene and lutein. Lutein is for the eyes. Avocados also contain vitamin E and vitamin K, which reduce cellular inflammation. They also contain fiber and potassium which aid in the detoxification process. They're loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats and contain healthy cholesterols or high-density lipoprotein, which is the HDLs, which the liver needs for proper function. The healthy fats in avocados help to manage lipid metabolism, which lowers fat accumulation in the liver, especially when combined with a ketogenic diet. There are many ways to incorporate avocados into your diet. You can add them to smoothies or puddings for creaminess. Consuming guacamole made from avocados, cilantro, lime juice, and shallots would be a great combo. Coffee is one of the most popular beverages in the world and has been shown to have a myriad of health benefits. Coffee contains caffeine, organic acids, and polysaccharides. It has also an abundance of antioxidants, including polyphenols, which have anti-inflammatory properties. Studies have found that coffee has a protective effect against the development of cirrhosis and an inverse association between coffee drinking and liver cancer. Coffee has even been associated with a lower risk of death in people with chronic liver disease, with the greatest benefit seen in those who drink more than 2 cups a day. These benefits are related to coffee's ability to prevent the buildup of fat and collagen, 2 of the main markers of liver disease. It's important to consume organic, mold-free coffee. Conventional coffee beans are loaded with pesticides, herbicides, and a toxic mold byproduct called aflatoxin that can be inflammatory to the brain. It is also important to avoid the sugar-loaded, non-organic, pro-inflammatory coffee beverages you find at popular coffee shops at Starbucks. I would recommend trying to limit yourself to no more than 2 to 3 cups a day and none after 2 p.m. to avoid any interruption with your sleep. Low-quality conventional coffee is not great. Pesticides and mycotoxin in coffee can be harmful to your health. It's important that you drink high-quality, organic, mycotoxin-free, and shade-grown coffee for optimal benefits and safety. Green tea is widely considered to be beneficial for health, but studies have shown that it may particularly benefit the liver. Green tea is rich in polyphenol antioxidants, which are more powerful than vitamin C or vitamin E and have extraordinary health benefits. Drinking green tea is associated with improved blood markers of liver health. Green tea also has been shown to improve enzyme levels and reduce oxidative stress and fat deposits. Another study found that people who drank green tea were less likely to develop liver cancer. The preventative effects against liver cancer were most obvious when participants consumed 4 or more cups of green tea a day. It's very important to consume organic green tea because conventional green teas are highly sprayed with toxic pesticides and herbicides. The best type of green tea is matcha green tea, which can have as much as 10 times the amount of antioxidant compounds as standard brewed green tea. The fats found in fatty fish can be extremely beneficial as well. In fact, studies have shown that omega-3 fatty acids reduce lipid accumulation and liver enzyme levels, improve insulin sensitivity, and have anti-inflammatory effects. While consuming omega-3 rich fatty fish can be beneficial, it's important to consider the ratio of omega-3 fatty acids to omega-6. Most Americans follow the standard American diet, SAD, which spells sad, and consume a much larger amount of oxidized omega-6 fatty acids found in corn and soybeans than omega-3 fatty acids. This is detrimental to health because an excessive omega-6 level can promote the development of liver disease. Nuts are nutritionally dense, consisting of a unique blend of fatty acids, bioactive compounds, and essential nutrients. Nuts, particularly walnuts, have been shown to have beneficial effects on the liver and the brain. Nuts are an excellent source of healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which protect against fat accumulation and help build healthy cell membranes around liver cells. Then walnuts contain the amino acid arginine, which is necessary to help remove ammonia from the body. Walnuts are also a good source of glutathione and omega-3 fatty acids, both of which support healthy detoxification. Nuts show therapeutic potential in treating people with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease through improvements to lipid profile, hepatic steatosis, and inflammation. The consumption of nuts is also associated with improved levels of liver enzymes. Some people experience digestive issues with nuts and seeds. Optimally, you want to consume soaked and sprouted nuts or avoid them altogether if you notice any digestive upset. Spirulina is a blue-green algae that is rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Spirulina supports the immune system and may protect the liver against damage by binding toxins. Spirulina has potent antioxidant activity, which can help protect cells from damaging free radicals. Spirulina contains chlorophyll, which aids in removing toxins and chelating harmful metals. In addition to its antioxidant properties, spirulina is anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, and anti-carcinogenic activity. Like spirulina, chlorella also contains chlorophyll. Chlorella is a single-cell green algae with a tough outer cell wall. It is powerful because its cell wall binds with heavy metals and other toxins to carry them out of the body. It also contains complex polysaccharides that enhance immune function. Spirulina and chlorella can be added to shakes. Olive oil is rich in Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fatty acids and has many positive effects. Studies have shown that consuming olive oil can improve enzyme levels and reducing fat accumulation in the liver. Studies also show that olive oil can increase adipositine levels. It's a protein hormone which is involved in regulating glucose levels as well as fatty acid breakdown. Low levels of adipositine are associated with numerous health conditions, including inflammation, lipid abnormalities, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Almost done. Extra virgin olive oil is the healthiest form of olive oil and has the richest flavor. It is made without any heat or chemicals and has a low smoke point. Because of its low smoke point, extra virgin olive oil is best used drizzled over cooked or raw foods or as a salad dressing. Cirrhosis occurs when fat buildup in the liver causes it to become inflamed and develop scars. The first stage of cirrhosis is fatty liver disease, FLD. FLD can be alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic FLD is associated with poor nutrition and excess weight. To care for this vital organ, it is critical to reduce its toxic burden whenever possible. To reduce toxic burden, there are several foods and substances you should avoid. The main foods to avoid are refined sugars, alcohol, processed foods, trans fats, factory farm meats and dairy, farm-raised fish, and GMO foods. Let me say, Atlantic-raised fish is a farm-raised fish. It just happens to be the farm is raised in the Atlantic Ocean. You should avoid chemicals such as herbicides or pesticides by eating organic whenever possible. Many medications, including acetaminophen, can be toxic as well. Refined sugars, including high fructose corn syrup, are highly problematic as well. Sugars can contribute to fatty deposits and inflammation by causing a surge of blood glucose and large release of insulin. Processed foods, which often contain GMO, that's genetically modified organisms, ingredients and trans fats, should also be avoided. Alcohol can damage the liver by increasing the accumulation of fatty acids. Alcoholic FLD, fatty liver disease, occurs when fatty deposits develop from processing too much alcohol. The fat that cannot be metabolized is stored in the liver cells. Chronic alcohol consumption depletes the liver of glutathione, sulfur compounds, vitamins, and minerals. Liver health conclusion. The liver plays a vital role in many bodily functions, including regulating digestion, metabolizing fats, carbs, and proteins, and removing harmful particles and chemicals from the body. It is critical to nourish it with nutrient-rich foods to keep it healthy and functioning optimally. The best foods are liver from animals and fish, cruciferous vegetables, beets, eggs, citrus fruits, leafy greens, garlics, berries, herbs, avocados, coffee, green tea, fatty fish, nuts, spirulina and chlorella, and olive oil. For maximum benefits, you should incorporate a variety of these foods into your diet on a daily basis. The main foods to avoid are refined sugars, processed foods, trans fats, factory farm meats, and dairy farm farm-raised fish, and GMO foods. Alcohol and certain medications can also be toxic. These foods and substances should be eliminated or minimized to keep the liver healthy. Long article, very informative. So I want to thank you for listening to today's episode. I'm sure you enjoyed it, and maybe not, it was pretty lengthy, but I'm betting you learned a lot from it. So please leave a kind review and share with a friend, and I'd appreciate you subscribing as well to get the word out to so many people. See you next time with another insightful episode of Common Sense Living, because most people don't have common sense, and I'm full of it. I can barely wait. Toodaloo. Thank you for tuning in to my Common Sense Living podcast today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sure you learned something new. Please leave a kind review and share this episode with a friend. And be sure to subscribe yourself. You'll find me on iTunes, Spotify, and other platforms. And don't forget, We'll be here again next week with another insightful episode of Common Sense Living. I can hardly wait.